Hey you guys, welcome back to Lisa and Company. Today we are wrapping up this design project. It is the final element in the master bedroom reveal. I'm going to link the video from the previous part down below so you can take a look. If you like budget-friendly DIY design and decor, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you know every time we upload a video. First things first, and the part that nobody enjoys is the clean out. If only it went this fast. We did a little count, by the way, and we had 354 books in this library. So that means I have to take them out, stack them, and put them all back. Like I said, no one enjoys this part. Once the room was all cleaned out, we are ready to get it clean, take down the drapes, and start painting. Okay, scary reno phase, quick chat time. Here's where I'm at. The plans that I had for this, kind of gone awry because I can't hit the Home Depot and wander around like I normally do. So I'm gonna go hit the garage and literally hit the scrap heap and see what I have. My plan was to put, so I built these floating shelves out of just 2x8 dimensional lumber, stained it, painted it, sanded it. Super cool. They didn't hold up to the weight of those like hundreds of books that you watched me move. And one of them, I don't know if you can tell, it's warped and twisted really bad. So my idea was to get another 2x8 and basically put it in between each shelf to help hold it up straight, add some more screws, and I had this great idea to do a piece of fake crown molding across the top. Same thing, I can't get it. Now you know I'm trying to get some of this stuff done so I can stage the house. So I'm pretty sure I have enough 2x4 pieces that I can do those gaps. What do we got? 4 gaps on either side. And then I have this huge old daybed that one day is gonna get an amazing makeover. But for now, it's gonna go there. I'm going to paint this little vanity table. We're gonna do something with the curtains up there. I'm not sure exactly what that's gonna look like yet, and that's kind of it. Maybe some stuff on the walls. No, I'm gonna tell you about this part next, because this really depends on materials. This coronavirus is really messing with my plans. Okay, I know. First world problem, we're all dealing with it. But I'm not one of those people who buys things way ahead of time, well, except for my craft stash. And so I don't have the full-size 2x4s I need to do this part of the project. So anyway, let me go out to the garage and see what I got. You guys, I forgot to tell you, I have to do something about that hideous light. I don't even care what I change it out to. We have a really rude name for those in this house, and I'm not even gonna tell you what it is, but I got a bunch of lights in the basement. I got a bunch of stuff I've switched out in this house. I'm gonna find something, and if I have to hit it with a can of spray paint, I am, but that light will not be there when this is done. In order to give these shelves a little more support, I'm adding these gigantic L brackets to the side. Because I don't have a stud to drill into, I'm using my favorite wall driller wall anchors. So I'm gonna get those in, and then I'm gonna show you just what a great job it does pulling the shelf up. I'm going to screw the L bracket into the wall anchors, and then you're going to notice that there is a gap between the shelf and that L bracket. That's because we're trying to straighten up the shelves, and I've put this L bracket on the wall exactly where I need it to straighten up the shelves. And yes, I definitely used a level to do it. So now when I use my wood screws and screw into the shelf, it's going to pull it right up and do exactly what I need it to do to level off this shelf and give it the support to hold almost 100 books on each shelf. Okay, time for an update. I think I finally have enough paint on the walls. I think next time I will definitely use a primer. Even though this was a pretty pale gray, it took several coats to cover it. So this is definitely one of those do as I say, not as I do moments. I have fixed the shelves, and I'll give you a little close-up so you can see what I did to straighten those out. And the only exception is this one here, which, like I said, I'll give you a close-up, but that is just a really twisted, warped piece of wood, which means it wasn't dry when I got it and turned it into a shelf. So I'm gonna be able to start loading the books and some accessories, and I am gonna do it a little bit differently. So let me say this first. I love books. Some of these books I've had for many, many, many years. I reread my books, all my favorites, several times over. That's just the way I am. So I can't stand it when people use books as accessories. To me, books are just books. I love them. They're stories. They make up the fabric of our imaginations and our lives. So here's the thing. Having said all of that, we are staging here ultimately. So some of my chick lit books are going backwards. Yes, I've never ever done this before. This is the first time I've ever done it, but I need to get as many books in here as possible because I have run out of shelf space. So on the higher shelves, I'm going to be packing them in, and I am going to be putting them backwards just for the sake of ease while we go through this selling process. Some of my books are going to another location. Some of my favorite books will be front and center with some great accessories. So stay tuned. Let's get this started. So the thing is, once I started putting these books backwards and sort of creating almost like a parquet look with the way I was stacking them in, I kind of fell in love with the texture it was creating and decided to put them all backwards and just go for kind of a different look. And again, like I said, it's for staging purposes. All right, books up, check. Curtains up, check, check. Daybed in, clumsy kid, check. And vanity back where it belongs. Now, time for some accessories. I bought these at least 6 years ago. At $25, I would have never paid that for them, but I was watching them while they were at our Indigo store, and when they went 75% off, they were mine. Okay, I am going to make a beaded tie back with these wooden beads. I ordered them on Amazon, and is often the case on Amazon. Some of these beads were far smaller. I know they gave me measurements, but they looked bigger in the picture. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I'm going to use 2 different sizes of beads, and I am going to use ribbon to string them on. I have always wanted to make a ribbon tassel, and I have this gray and white Dollar Tree ribbon. So I am going to go ahead and attempt, there was air quotes around that, a ribbon tassel. Let's see how it works. I decided to use a pattern of 3 of the smaller beads and 1 slightly larger one, and I threaded them on. It was probably almost 36 inches by the time I was finished. Now, we're going to start the ribbon tassel. This is not a tutorial. Here's what I want you to do, and I'm going to try and link it down below. Casey from Coffee with My Sunshine has the best tassel tutorial. That's a tongue twister. And I'm going to try and get it and link it down below because she has a knack for making these tassels and a really good trick that makes them come out really professional and sharp. In the meantime, I am super jazzed at the way this tassel came out. I think it looks really pretty. Okay, so due to the crazy times we are living in, I could not get the piece of wood I needed to fix this table. This is a beautiful table from the Colin and Justin line. I got it a few years ago at HomeSense. But one day I was vacuuming, knocked it over, and broke the glass. So I'm going to replace it using these beautiful marble tiles, but I need to be able to cut a wood round for the top for the tiles to go on. So that's definitely going to be a to be continued project. Are you ready for the close-up? I am. I love, love, love the texture that was created by putting these books backwards. I can't say it's something I would do for regular everyday life, but for this purpose, wow, I love it. The daybed, you can't even tell how old and destroyed it is. I used a beautiful old bedspread to cover the front and the mattress part, and I had a whole bunch of these beautiful white cushions left over in my stash. So you notice I didn't paint the vanity. Well, here's what I decided. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do when I move, so I'm going to wait, and when I decide what's happening afterwards, I will paint it accordingly. In the meantime, I wanted you to admire just how gorgeous this piece of furniture is. One of the things I fell in love with was these handles. They remind me something that would be on like a 40s ocean liner. So here's my curtain trick. I actually put both panels on the same side and then looped them back with my beautiful beaded tie back and those super pretty ribbon tassels I made. Kinda loving those. Definitely gonna try that again. I'm really happy with the way this whole thing came together, and I'm really happy that it's all done. I'm gonna link the video below so you can see the whole master bedroom reveal. Don't forget to give this video a like and comment down below. It really helps our channel grow. Thanks as always, you guys, for stopping by Lisa & Company. We love hearing from you, and don't forget to follow us over on Facebook and Instagram, where you'll see all kinds of extra content. Have a great day.